Guys, mmesikia ati wamehack KBC? Yani y'all are just proving to Kabogo hatupangui ngui. Waambiwe wakae wakijua hata hiyo expressway wanalipisha, tunaweza transfer pesa, wasicheze na sisi lakini msitransfer niambiwe ni mimi. Ni jokes, mimi hata password yangu ya Google sikumbuki, ni jokes. Kudos Kabogo, hatujuangi jokes sisi. Ukae ukijua hivyo, hatujui nini jokes KBC.
Ogopa Genz. Under Kabogo's watch and his threats, I'll switch off internet, control your children, blah, 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 blah. KBC imekuwa hacked. Cyber security is not your cup of tea, my friend.
Nitazima internet. I will switch off the internet. Umekaa hivi ukasahau tushai suspend the usage of e-citizen. Right now we are dealing with KBC. Aoko is very right. We shut down the government, not the government shutting us down. Nikusemea na Kikuyu ama? Sasa ni hivi. Relaxed. Alafu niko na swali. How is the airline? Kabogo Airline. Economy inakaje? Imekauka kama hii ya Kaongo ama? Kaa kando na social media. Stay away.
My people, majenzi si mna overwork huko nje. Imagine wameamua kuhack KBC. Genz, clap for yourselves. 1, 2, 3. Who is this guy? Who is this guy trying to pass across my interview and try to intervene? Who is this one guy? Aluta? Makofi. Genz, you are making us proud each and every morning. Yani munapea nina smile.
Let me tell you the story of how KBC sunk into debt and ultimately fell from glory. This story is inspired by the recent revelations that comedian Chipukizi has pulled down his show, The Chipukizi Show, from KBC over non-payment of arrears. Now, let's start in 1989. KBC borrows 8 billion shillings from the Japanese Overseas Development Corporation. And KBC is the only broadcaster in the country at that time and is charging people 1,000 shillings for just owning TV sets. But 1997 and the media industry is liberalized. Now what happens? KBC loses about 500 million shillings in annual revenue to this liberalization. Now KBC cannot pay its debts by 2015. The debt had accumulated to 10 billion shillings. KBC still owed the Japanese government 10 billion shillings. Mind you, it had taken 8 billion shillings as loan, but it took it in Japanese yen, which of course has appreciated over time. Now it has to pay 10 billion shillings, and the interest has accrued to around 35 billion shillings, which means it now has to pay 45 billion shillings. KBC is making losses, and so it cannot pay its debt. Now, fast forward to 2020, ICT Cabinet Secretary Joe Musheru reveals that KBC owes suppliers 4 billion shillings in debt. That's, of course, is an addition to around 70 billion shillings, which is now the amount KBC owes to the Japanese Overseas Development Corporation. And KBC is no longer paying staff salaries on time. Its staff are demoralized. They are reporting to work late. They are not motivated. And so they cannot be creative. And that is how KBC found itself in this hall.
Natural world, save our wild species and provide a home.
Yo wino dele na mimi natoka upande wa USA huko Ugenya sia Lego, lakini ninakaa hapa Embakasi West. Mbunge wangu ni Mark Murithi Mwenje. Sasa mimi naweza kusema hivi, sisi kama wanazimio hatutakubali wa Kenya wateseke na njaa. Hata siku hizi tangu Ruto
hapo hapo zungusha 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 hapo hapo zungusha zungusha Sala amekuja Sala amekuja tena tena bado chafu zungusha Sala amekuja zungusha hapo hapo zungusha
Seven, eight. Hip, hip.
Sijui kama ni Genz ama ni Anonymous wamefanya hii kitu, lakini mimi nimeogopa. Saizi ukienda kwa website ya Kenyan Parliament www.parliament.go.ke haifanyi kazi. Wamefanywa ile kitu yenye ngoma ya Meje inasema.
Ushaipata mtu anakunyandua abnormal. Nataka kunyandue.
If you are a Kenyan, yesterday people made money when you are asleep. Yeah. Number one, Safaricom ilikuwa hacked. I don't know it is hacked ama ni systems ili collapse. And people are using MBs for free, messages for free. Wengine hata walilipiwa Okoa. That is number one. So it was the first. The most interesting part, wale watu ambao walikuwa wanatumia cooperative bank, it was also compromised. And people are withdrawing 100k, 180k. Una deposit 1,000, una withdraw 100k, 180, 200. It was like that from yesterday, from 10 to around 3. Unfortunately, sikuwa na bank ya cooperative, but my neighbor, he called me akaniambia, hey man, hapa kuna do, fanya aje, tafuta account ya cooperative. Unfortunately sikupata, even though pesa ilinitoka.
My people, kuna comrade allegedly ametransfer 1.1 million Kenyan shillings to his personal account from the Ministry of Education. The money was meant for Bomet Primary School. And let me tell you, comrade, simuko kazi huko nje. You are shaking it. Hey, amtaki kusweat. Leo that particular person alikuwa at Milimani Law Court. Kazi ipo. Aluta continues.
Zale, the government has announced resumption of services on e-Citizen platform after a 5-day downtime following an attempted cyber attack. The state's e-Citizen platform, which houses at least 5,000 services, was among government infrastructure hit by a hacking campaign by a group that calls itself Anonymous Sudan. The group also targeted the country's banking and financial sectors, affecting online transactions. The Ministry of Interior and National Administration adding it will review the existing protective security controls to forestall further cyber attacks. And as Ayub Abdikadi reports, despite ICTC's Eliud Owalo assuring that there has been no data breach, it is not clear why preventive measures were not put in place even after a warning of an imminent cyber attack by the National Computer and Cybercrimes Coordination Committee.
A downtime on the government's e-Citizen portal since Sunday, and a government statement acknowledging other unsuccessful attacks for the past 1 week. And while addressing public fears of a personal data breach, the Ministry of Information, Communications and Digital Economy's statement in part read, the attack on the e-Citizen platform entailed an unsuccessful attempt to overload the system through extraordinary requests with the intention of clogging it. but our technical teams blocked the source IP address where the requests were emanating from. For clarity, both the privacy and security data were not compromised. The system was not hacked. The CS confirming the same during an interview with a local media station, Spice FM, that indeed there were multiple cyber attacks.
There was an attack. We are addressing that. We are not just coming up with instant remedial measures to address the current situation. We are ensuring that around this digitalization space, we will build an elaborate risk mitigation framework for purposes of sustainable digitalization.
The week-long cyber attack rendered over 5,000 Government of Kenya services inaccessible from ministries, departments and state agencies. These include passport application, the National Transport and Safety Authority and other licenses. By this evening, the Ministry of Interior and National Administration said that services on e-Citizen portal had resumed. The statement in part read, "Our cybersecurity response team has since established that the momentary disruption was caused by an attempted cyber attack on the platform through distributed denial of services DDoS technique, which involved flooding the target system with massive traffic from multiple sources." The Interior Ministry added, however, no data was accessed or lost during the incident owing to our comprehensive data protection measures put in place by the responsible agencies. A number of ministries were affected, including Foreign Affairs, which in a statement said, "The ministry has the honor to inform that there is currently a challenge in the government e-Citizen platform, which is impacting the processing of e-visa. Therefore, travelers will be issued with visa upon arrival at all entry points to Kenya." Kenyans also experienced the attack firsthand. A majority are unable to access their mobile banking applications to carry out transactions. Among banks that sent statements to their clients include Absa Bank, which said, "Dear customer, we are experiencing intermittent M-Pesa services on mobile banking application, USSD code, *208#, and internet banking. Apologies for any inconvenience caused." Standard Chartered Bank said, "Our online banking Standard Chartered mobile banking app to M-Pesa and mobile banking *722# services are unavailable. We are working to restore the services and apologize for any inconvenience caused. Our ATMs and cash deposit machines remain available." The Housing Finance Company Limited, commonly known as Housing Finance, said, "Dear customer, we regret that our HFC with services are currently unavailable due to M-Pesa system downtime. Our ATM and online banking services remain available. We apologize for the inconvenience." Among other organs that issued statement is the Kenya Power and Lighting Company, which said, "We are experiencing a system hitch due to a network breakdown from our service provider. Consequently, some of our services such as a purchase of prepaid tokens through M-Pesa and USSD code *977# are unavailable." Kenya Railways also issued a statement which read, "We are experiencing a system hitch affecting purchase of tickets by customers. This is due to an outage on our service provider's network. However, it is unclear why quick measures were not adopted, despite a warning on the 24th of July by the National Computer and Cybercrimes Coordination Committee, which in a letter said, National Computer and Cybercrimes Coordination Committee has established that in the recent past, there has been increased or abnormal global internet traffic targeted at several critical infrastructures in Kenya, aimed at disrupting essential services, particularly in telecommunications, banking and education sectors. This traffic constitutes distributed denial and service, DDoS attack. DDoS, according to IT experts, slows down or shuts servers. A group claiming to call itself Anonymous Sudan claimed the cyber attack, spelling out two conditions: an official government of Kenya apology to Sudan, or ransom worth $200,000, more than 20 million Kenya shillings.
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mi sikuwa na tarehe kwa kalenda.
na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko najo nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe na tuungane si wote.
For Kenya to change, Kenya is not going to be changed by leaders. Kenya is going to be changed by entrepreneurs, economically speaking. The leader can only do policies. After policies, when I do a good policy about agriculture, I cannot go and do agriculture as a leader. I am doing it for the people. When we are doing policies around finance, around tech, it is not me as a leader who should benefit. The benefit is for the people. We must make this attractive. As leaders, our goal must not be to win an election. Our goal must be how to govern. And how to govern is from an MCA seat to any other seat, because it is through out of that decision making that governance helps. Winning an election is easy. You can do good speeches, you can promise anything. We must be focused on studying on what would change our countries and then domicile our ideologies.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mingi. All I want to say is Ruto must go, like yesterday. Bye.
Now the next election, yes. Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation, yes, they use their might because they didn't vote. The largest vote in the last election.
You like me, why them fight me, you like me, chewing a bone, bite it, you like me, chewing a bite it, don't like, power and you. When I trust them, even if we post them, when I touch them, stay fine, not touch them, when I touch them, what tell my dad, so them, in Panda, they say,